Very good morning to everyone. Let's start the today's video for 10th standard student. Today we'll discuss the paper pattern of English. Here you can see this is a 21 set. In detail we can understand this question paper. See here the section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5 and section 6 is given here. So what is comes in the section 1, that is language study. In question number 1A, language study, easiest question will become like write two compound word and make a meaningful sentence, or you can spot the error, like this kind of question will come. And the question number B, little bit difficult level will be increased, like homograph, homophones, okay, and direct to indirect speech, your degree of comparison, like this kind of question will be come in the question number 1B, okay. And this question will be come for the 10 marks, both the question number 1A and B. Now section number 2, that is textual passage. Question number 2A, comprehension of the textual passage. Both the passage will be from your textbook only, okay. Now, and this is also very easy if you know the chapter thoroughly, you know the chapter story very well, so you can study the question properly, and with the help of reading the question properly you can easily find out the answers. So don't worry about that. English paper is very easy. The thing is that you have to understood the paper pattern. Once you understood the paper pattern, you will easily solve your English paper. Now section 3, that is our poetry section, right? So question number 3A, comprehension of the poem. It means the poem is given and from the poem you have to find out the question answer, right? Question number 3B is an appreciation of the poem. Appreciation of the poem, in that what you have to do, some points are given, like title of the poem, right? Title of the poem, poet, name of the poet, theme, central idea of the poem. It's very easiest question. We will discuss how to write the appreciation in the next video if you like. Now come to the section number 4. What is 4? That is non-textual passage. It means the passage which is going to come, that is not from your text, okay. So you have, and this passage also is the very easiest. When once you read the passage properly, you are able to write the summary of that passage. Because see, question number 4A is a non-textual passage, textbooks के बाहर का रहते हैं, right? And then read properly that passage, because once you read the passage properly, then only you are able to write a summary. We'll discuss, if you want, I'll make the video also. I will make the video on that also, how to write a summary of the particular passage, right? Now then section number 5 is a very, from here our writing skill is start, okay. So here the writing skill is mentioned. Section number 5, that is letter writing, as you know, formal letter, informal letter. And then question number 6, that is information transfer, non-verbal to verbal, verbal to non-verbal, view and counter views, and drafting a speech. Very easy. See here you will get an option. See, non-verbal to verbal means non-verbal to verbal, यानी कि non-verbal यानी कि डायग्रामेटिकल फॉर्म में रहेगा, और वर्बल हमें रीडेबल बनाना है, उसे हमें रिटर्न में पैराग्राफ में लिखना है. एंड हियर अ वर्बल टू नॉन वर्बल, मतलब पैसेज इज गिवन, इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन, हमें उसे डायग्रामेटिकल लिखना पड़ेगा. अंडरस्टूड. व्यू एंड काउंटर व्यू, व्यू यानी कि हमारे पॉजिटिव व्यूज, एंड काउंटर व्यू जो हम उसके अगेंस्ट जाते हैं, राइट, उसके अगेंस्ट लिखते हैं, हम उसे काउंटर व्यू कहते हैं. देन ड्राफ्टिंग अ स्पीच राइटिंग हम करते हैं, जो लाइक इंडिपेंडेंस पे हमने कैसे सेलिब्रेशन किया, ओके. एंड देन सेक्शन नंबर 6, दैट इज़ क्रिएटिव राइटिंग. तो इसमें हमारा एक्सपांड थीम आ जाएगा. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7A, एक्सपांड थीम, एक्सपांशन ऑफ प्रोवर्ब्स, है ना, ठीक है. एंड देन रिपोर्ट राइटिंग बेस्ड ऑन द गिवन हेडलाइंस. And then B, developing a story, narrating an experience with the given beginning and ending. This is very interesting question. See here, in this question, sometime beginning is given, sometime ending is also given. So it is up to you which questions you like, which you think that I'm able to do this, I'm able to solve this, I'm able to write this. So attempt that question. And overall, the English paper is too much easy. The thing is that you have to read question properly, understand it properly, and then start writing. Okay, I hope you all have understood the paper pattern of English. And first of all, this is our 80 marks paper. So I have not tell you about the marking. So now let's start the marking system. See, section number 1 is for 10 marks. Section number 2 also for the 10 marks, 2 passage. Okay, तो 30 हो गया. एंड देन पोइट्री भी हमारा 5 मार्क्स के लिए आएगा. 5 मार्क्स फॉर क्वेश्चन आंसर, 5 मार्क्स फॉर एप्रिसिएशन, 10 मार्क्स हो गया. एंड देन नॉन टेक्सुअल पैसेज भी हमारा 10 मार्क्स करेगा. समरी जो आती है लिखने के लिए वो 5 मार्क्स के लिए आती है. अगेन यह 15 मार्क्स हो जाएगा. एंड देन राइटिंग स्किल के लिए लेटर राइटिंग 5 मार्क्स के लिए आता है. इन्फॉर्मेशन ट्रांसफर जो होता है हमारा वो 5 मार्क्स के लिए आता है. यहाँ पे यू विल गेट एन ऑप्शन, ईदर यू राइट वर्बल टू नॉन वर्बल और नॉन वर्बल टू वर्बल, और अदरवाइज यू कैन राइट काउंटर व्यू. अगर वो भी नहीं लिखना है तो फिर यू कैन राइट अ स्पीच. ओके, स्पीच राइटिंग. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 7, एक्सपांड द थीम. अगर वो करना है तो वो करो, और नहीं रिपोर्ट राइटिंग का क्वेश्चन समझ में आ रहा है, हेडलाइन अच्छी दी हुई है, यू कैन राइट दिस, अटेम्प्ट दैट ऑल्सो. एंड देन लास्ट क्वेश्चन दैट इज डेवलपिंग अ स्टोरी. ठीक, और लिखा है मतलब यू आर गेटिंग ऑप्शन. डोंट गेट कन्फ्यूज. ओके, I hope you all have understood the paper pattern of English. Thank you everyone.